So I'm having a chat with Johnny from DMA'S. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Just
Good.
Currently making a video clip for a new song.
Yeah. Yeah. What new song is this? Is it your new single "Life Is a Game of Changing," or is it a new one?
It's for a new one.
What are you doing at the moment then for this video? What's the situation? What can we see?
It's kind of like it's in a bar, like a club.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I guess the general idea is that we're replicating famous scenes from just movies, I guess, over the last kind of 50 years. It's kind of like the vibe, I guess. Just like, not replicating, but just little, like, tip of the hat kind of thing. It's good. It's a lot of fun. A bit of Mean Streets in there. A bit of, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is video something you enjoy doing? Is that a high point for the music industry that you're in?
Not really. To be honest, there's a lot of variables, But normally the easier the better. But today's been really good, and we're making it with a couple of mates as well, so who we've known for years. So it's fun,
Yeah, good. Good. And the reason you're doing this is because you've got your third studio album on the way. Tell us about the record.
Where do I start? Basically, it's new for DMA'S. It's definitely, I guess, we definitely tried to push different sonic elements that we haven't really, I guess, expressed so as much in our music before. Particularly with it, we've always had a love for dance and electronic dance music and electronic production and stuff like that. But working with Stuart Price for the majority of this record definitely gave us an opportunity to have fun and explore that, which is great. And it's really helped out for me personally. It's made the live show better as well. I feel like this third album and the songs on it has kind of rounded off the live show and kind of got it to the place where I guess we always wanted it to be at, which is nice. And but yeah, I guess the songs they're kind of written there was a song called "Criminals" that was written maybe a month before we went in and recorded, and then the final track on the album is "Cobra Cane," and that was a Delete era, which Mason wrote when he was 17, which is probably about 11 or 12 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so how does this record compare to your previous two? Have you made it more rocky? Have you made it more melodic? What have you done to make this stand out a little bit different?
Well, each album, pretty much every record we've done a little bit at home, but we didn't really do any of that except for maybe a vocal take. It's the first album where we've kind of done the whole thing pretty much under the eye of a producer, which was cool. And working with Stuart Price was pretty amazing for that. With his, he's done so much work with, the Pet Shop Boys and New Order and Madonna and the Killers and stuff like that. And I guess he just he really loved the song, and he was able to kind of, it was so nice working with him, and he was such an incredible person to work with. And it was just a pretty inspiring, we had a great time basically. But even on our first album, we did a lot of stuff in our bedroom. And then for the second album, we worked with Kim, but we still did some stuff in our studio. But most of the stuff was done with Stuart, except actually now I think about it, one thing that was cool about Stuart is he was not afraid to grab shit out of the demos, we did a vocal take on this writing trip that we did that was a complete fucking disaster. I don't even think Mason picked up the guitar once the whole trip. And basically, just so we wouldn't get in trouble, I was like, fuck, we should do something. And then I was like, I've got this song, Life Is a Game of Changing, I've been working on, and then it was like, Tommy, let's do a vocal take just so we don't kind of get in trouble, or we don't come back after 4 days up the coast and a label head and manager are like, what the fuck did you guys do up there? And so we did this vocal take, and then we realized it worked really well with an old demo we had. So we joined these 2 demos together, and it ended up being, Life is a Game of Changing. And then and then the riff that was a part of it was the melody that Mason had. That was Stuart's idea to take it out as a vocal line and turn it into a synthesized line, and that's that kind of arpeggiated riff that you hear in the break after the chorus, which is cool. So he was, and that's one thing that was great about Stuart. He was really, I don't know. I guess sometimes when you work with a big producer, you think it's going to be a certain way, and he was kind of the complete opposite of that.
Yeah, fantastic. And looking to the future, are you still writing at the moment, or now that the record's done, have you just pushed it to one side and leaving it for now?
No. Always writing.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you have to, which is cool. I start getting pretty weird if I'm not writing, but to be honest, this is my favorite time when the album's done. It's in the bag. There's like this kind of calm before the storm, kind of thing, and so I'm pretty excited to get back home because I've got a lot of press and stuff, but I've got a bit of time at home before the album's released and we start touring it. Yeah. But this is my, it's like there's no rules now, and also because you're like, oh well, you can start digging up old ideas and then mucking around with them, and also incorporating songs like Game of Changing and some of the electronic aspects that we've put into our live set. The stage setup is completely set up now that if we want to do more songs like that, we can, and whatnot, which is really exciting as well.
Good. Excellent. And off the back of your album release at the end of April, you've hopefully, fingers crossed, all going well, we've got some tour dates coming up. Are you looking forward to being back out on the road?
Oh, yeah, man. We're just really proud of this record, and we just can't wait for people to hear it. We can't wait to play it live. And I don't know, it's like, one of my favorite artists, Paul Kelly, who's an Australian songwriter, he talks about, I think even like one of his little documentary on him, he talks about growing up in the public eye, and it's a scary thing, and he goes, I wish I could just go back and delete, some of the stuff I did, but that's just how you learn, and we really threw everything at this record, and we definitely tried a lot of different things, and we can't wait to, but we're still learning, always still learning, but can't wait to play them in a live capacity. Yeah,
I can imagine. And you've got a few festivals lined up for the summer as well. Tramlines, Truck, Kendall Calling. Looking forward to the festival circuit again?
Yes, I am. Especially because we played all those festivals, but we played them years ago. Yeah. And it feels like there's a really great buzz about the band again over here, which is cool, being on your third album and and things are still vibing and people are still excited about the band, because no, that doesn't happen for a lot of people, which is cool. So yeah, we can't wait to come back and just see how the dynamic and the crowd response has changed since one before. It's one really great thing about Reading and Leeds, actually. It's a bit of a point for us is every time we've played it, we can kind of tell how the band's going because of our response or what temp or what stage we're playing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And once festival season is over and done with, and we're looking forward to towards the end of the year, what's the plan for the end of the year? Are you hoping to get back in the studio, or is it going to be a touring time for you?
Well, No, I don't think we'll get in that early. The thing is, I've got a studio set up at my house, and I've just moved to Melbourne, but we've also got a band studio in Sydney. So we're always recording, We're always recording, we're always writing. So we don't really think of that, but it's more about like when's the time to go, okay, what have we got? Which songs are we going to use? And let's put them under the microscope. It's kind of how we do it a bit,
Yep. Yeah. Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Thank you, man.
Cheers. Thanks for having a chat once again.